Yes, number one, U.S. business interest, and then U.S. political interest. They will only support a country if it helps U.S. business and U.S. political interest. So I think this approach obviously will hurt pro-democracy forces all over the world. Many pro-democracy groups and organizations in Pakistan that are doing quite a decent job. There are groups that monitor elections. There are others that promote freedom of expression, then publish reports on elections, on democratic movement, on opposition forces, on the government and its efforts to curb freedom of expression and freedom of association and other political freedoms, or the effort to promote those freedoms. So all these organizations are doing, or rather making a positive contribution to the Pakistani society. The U.S. involvement since, I think, 2011, when Osama covered in Abbottabad. So the U.S. involvement in Pakistan since then has not been, let's say, extensive, because they really reduce their interest in Pakistan. They reduce their assistance to various Pakistani groups and everything. But they were helping those groups. And as you know, that a lot of pro-democracy groups do not get any support from the Pakistani government. There are not many people in Pakistan who are interested in helping such people. So I would say that they almost entirely depend on foreign assistance, particularly from the European Union and the United States. So any withdrawal of that kind of support, any withdrawal of financial assistance is going to have a major impact on pro-democracy groups and organizations in Pakistan. This is still the problem is it is still not very clear how deep these cuts are, whether they're going to be there forever, or the Trump administration will restore some of these restrictions, some of these assistance, as they have said. I mean, you know that this suspension is valid for 90 days only, and after these 90 days, the administration will announce a new policy, which people hope would restore at least some of this support. But, so it is not very clear. Once a long-term policy is clear, only then we would know how deeply it's going to hurt or hurt Pakistan and other countries like Pakistan. But it seems that the current administration in Washington is very clear on one thing, that they say that yes, we will continue to support. We will still want to stay engaged, let's put it this way. They say that we still want to stay engaged with our allies across the globe, but we'll only do so on one condition, that the relationship with us, with the United States, should help or favor the United States, that they should keep the US first. If it is not helping the United States, we will not continue this support. We'd be heard. Nepal is smaller than Pakistan, and it does depend a lot on such assistance from the United States and other sources in the West. But India, I think, is now a huge economy. It is the third largest or fourth largest economy in the world. It is about to become they say not about to, but they claim that in the next 30 years or so, it probably will surpass China. So I don't think that they will, even if it does not surpass China, if it still remain where it is now as the fourth or fifth largest economy, they still have enough resources to take care of themselves. I think it will obviously hurt those who depend on US and European support, but will not make much of a difference to India. India is now a large economy. As Trump said that, when this thing of providing financial assistance for promoting voter turnout in India was brought to his attention, the first thing he asked was that why are we helping India? India, in his words, said India is a rich country. It does not need that kind of support. So I think India will not be added a lot. The United States is, I mean, this government, let me start again. Previous US administrations were clearly interested in promoting a liberal, Western-oriented democratic setup across the globe. They wanted people in those countries to have US or British-like democratic setup, elections, political parties, media, etc. This government says that those are not our concern. Yes, we would like to see democracy in those countries, but it is up to the people of those countries. It is up to the governments of those countries to nurture democracy, to allow freedom of expression, to encourage other political forces to take root. It is not our duty. And actually, Elon Musk, who is probably the closest advisor to President Trump, has said in so many words that this kind of U.S. assistance was actually interfering in the domestic policy of those countries, and that they were not really playing a positive role. So we should actually stop supporting those kind of organizations and let those countries take care of their own affairs, their internal affairs. Is not interested in promoting liberal democratic values abroad. It is more interested in protecting number one, U.S. business interests, and then U.S. political interests. They will only support a country if it helps U.S. business and U.S. political interests. So I think this approach obviously will hurt pro-democracy forces all over the world.